ሰላም ውድ ተማሪዎች እንደምን አላችሁ? ዛሬም እንደተለመደው የኢኮኖሚክስ የ2015 ኤግዚት ኤግዛም ይዤላችሁ መጥቻለሁ እና ይሄ ቪዲዮ ከመጀመራችሁ በፊት ሰብስክራይብ፣ ሼር ለጓደኞቻችሁ እያደረጋችሁ ለጓደኞቻችሁ አድርሱት ለክላስ ጓደኞቻችሁ እና ይሄ ጥያቄ ለዘንድሮ 2016 ይሄን ብታነቡ በዚህ አይነት መልክ ስለሚወጣ ይሄ ሊረዳችሁ ይችላል ማለት ነው። ስለዚህ ለጓደኞቻችሁ ሼር አድርጉላቸው ለነሱ እንዲደርስ ማለት ነው። እና ዛሬ ያገኘሁላችሁ ጥያቄ ብዛታቸው 53 ነው እና ጥያቄዎቹ ደግሞ ከዲስክቶፕ ላይ በፎቶ ስለተነሱ በደንቡ ላይ ይታዩ ስለሚችሉ እዚህ ጋር አነብላችኋለሁ። እያነበብኩ እንትንላችኋለሁ። እናንተ ደግሞ መልሱን እኔ ከመናገራችሁ መልሱን በራሳችሁ ብትሰሩ ስለሚሻል በራሳችሁ ተሰሩና ራሳችሁን ትሞክሩበታላችሁ ማለት ነው። መልሱን ከፈለጋችሁ በቴሌግራም ታወሩኛላችሁ፣ በቴሌግራም ልክላችኋለሁ መልሱን ከፈለጋችሁ ማለት ነው። እና የጥያቄዎቹ ብዛት እንደነገርኳችሁ 53 ናቸው እና የቀሩትን ጥያቄዎች ደግሞ በሌላ ቀን ፈልጌ ልክላችኋለሁ ማለት ነው። እና እኔ ጥያቄዎቹን አነብላችኋለሁ በደንቡ ስለማይታዩ፣ ከዛ እናንተ ደግሞ ምርጫውን እየሰማችሁ ትመርጣላችሁ ማለት ነው። ስለዚህ የመጀመሪያው ጥያቄ ምን ይላል? when the expenditure approach is used to measure GDP, the major components of GDP are dash A. consumption, investment, direct business, tax, and depreciation. B. employee compensation, rent, interest, and self-employment income. C. employee compensation, corporate profit, and depreciation. D. consumption, investment, government consumption, and net profit. የመጀመሪያው ጥያቄ እንደዚህ ይላል። ወደ ሁለተኛው ጥያቄ ስንሄድ consider short run production function when marginal profit rise. Consider short run production function when marginal profit rise. A. average profit equal with marginal profit. B. average profit also rise. C. total profit decline. D. total profit reach maximum. እሺ አሁን ወደ ቀጣዩ ጥያቄ ስንሄድ ደግሞ for a firm operating in a monopoly market, equilibrium is attained at A. its market price is not exceed marginal profit. B. marginal revenue is equal to price. C. average cost is the same with its market price. D. marginal cost is exactly equal to marginal revenue. ከዛን እዚህ ጋር መልሳችሁን የራሳችሁን እያያዛችሁ ትሄዳላችሁ ማለት ነው። ወደ ሌላው ጥያቄ ስንሄድ the argument for against free trade or protection is reflected in all argument except. The argument for against free trade or protection is reflected in all argument except A. employment argument, B. defense argument, C. patriotism argument, D. substantiality argument. ከዛ አሁንም እዚህ ጋር መልሳችሁን እያያዛችሁ የራሳችሁን ትሄዳላችሁ ማለት ነው። ወደ ቀጣዩ ጥያቄ ስንሄድ in the classical linear regression which conception of error term must be satisfied? In the classical linear regression which assumption of error term must be satisfied? A. exogeneity of regressor. B. error term is homoscedasties. C. error term should be uncorrelated. D. all of the above. All of the following are correct about investment except. All of the following are correct about investment except. A. It is the most volatile component of country income. B. It donates an additional to the existing stock of capital and of goods. C. It necessarily donate the stock of capital at a point in a time. D. Much of fluctuation in national income is attributable to investment fluctuation. ወደ ሌላው ጥያቄ ስንሄድ ወደ ቀጣይ ጥያቄ ስንሄድ if q is equals to 3l plus k, which of the following is true? If q is equals to 3l plus 6k, which of the following is true? A. MRTS is a constant equal to 1/2 if L is on the horizontal axis. A. MRTS is a constant equal to 1/2 if L is on the horizontal axis. B. The production function display constant return scale. C. K and L are perfect substitute in production. D. all. ቀጣይ ጥያቄ ምን ይላል? The following are odd about term of trade improvement except. The following are odd about term of trade improvement except A. Export price increase relative to import price. Export price increase relative to import price. B. Export price decrease relative to import price. Import price decrease relative to import price. C. Import price increase relative to export price. Import price increase relative to export price. D. Import price the same to import price. Export price the same to import price. እሺ ቀጣይ ጥያቄ ምን ይላል? ቀጣይ ጥያቄ the introduction of new line of Toyota which makes some consumer prefer foreign car over domestic car will, according to Mendel Fleming model, which fixed exchange rate lead to? A. Fall in income and net export. Fall in net income and net export. B. Net change income or net export. No change in income or net export. C. Fall in income but no change in net export. D. No change in income but a fall in net export. ቀጣይ ጥያቄ ምን ይላል? ቀጣዩ ጥያቄ among the following one favor some the same group of people in society and further increase economic inequality. Among the following one favor the same group of people in society and further increase economic inequality. A. Social process. B. Personal preference. C. Physical attribute. D. Public policy. ቀጣይ ጥያቄ based on the following information answer the question 1, 2 and 3. Suppose a man currently has 38,000 birr. Suppose a man currently has 38,000 birr and he is considering taking a new but risky job that will increase his wealth to 50,000 birr, with likelihood of 0.6 if succeed, but will reduce his wealth to 20,000 birr, with probability of 0.4. If it is false, the utility level associated with 38,000 birr is 20, and the utility level associated with an income of 20,000 birr and 50,000 birr is 15 and 30 respectively. What is the expected utility of new job? A 22.5, B 26, C 30, D 24. The next question, from given alternative one is not necessary condition for takeoff defined by Rostow. From given alternative one is not necessary condition for takeoff defined by Rostow. A rise in the rate of productive investment. A rise in a rate of productivity investment. B development of substantial manufacturing sector. C institutional framework for fostering economic development. D limited production and backward technology. The next question, from the following one is true about development economies. From the following one is true about development economies. A, it deals with development problem of developing country. It deals with development problem of developing country. B, it is about the cause and cures of mass poverty in the developed nation. C, economic development is possible without growth. Economic development is possible without growth. D, range of choice expand through economic development. The next question, what will not be the effect of price change on consumer equilibrium if he or she allocates the budget M to purchase two goods X and Y with their respective prices? What will not be the effect of price change on consumer equilibrium if he or she allocates the budget M to purchase two good X and Y with their respective prices? A, income consumption curve. B, substitution effect. C, income effect. D, A and C. The next question, in a short-run production process, the slope of marginal cost curve is positive and the average variable cost is decline as output is rise. A, in a short-run production process, the slope of marginal cost curve is positive and the average variable cost is decline as output is rise. Thus, A, average fixed cost is constant. B, marginal cost is below average variable cost. A, average fixed cost is constant. B, marginal cost is below average variable cost. C, marginal cost is above average variable cost. D, marginal cost is below fixed cost. C, marginal cost is above average variable cost. D, marginal cost is below average fixed cost. The next question, suppose the firm face a demand function for its product. Suppose the firm face a demand function for its product. P is equals to 32 minus 2Q. P is equals to 32 minus 2Q. And the firm cost of production and the market are C as a function of Q is equals to 2Q square. C as a function of Q. C into Q is equals to 2 times Q square. Depend upon this information, which one of the following output maximize the firm total revenue, and what is the value of price that maximize the firm total revenue? Depend on the information, which one of the following output maximize the firm total revenue, and what is the value of price that maximize the firm total revenue respectively? A, 4 and 60. B, 60 and 4. C, 4 and 24. D, 8 and 60. The next question, suppose total revenue for commodity is a function of commodity sold. Suppose total revenue for a commodity is function of commodity sold, and given by R into X is equal to R into X is equal to 400X minus 0.04X square. R into X, R of X is equal to 400X minus 0.04X square. What is the marginal revenue when 50 units are sold? What is marginal revenue when 50 units are sold? A, 386. B, 302. C, 398 unit. D, 396 unit. A, 386 unit. B, 302 unit. C, 398 unit. D, 396 unit. The next question, among the Harrods growth rate. Among the Harrods growth rate, one is true about warranted growth rate. Among the Harrods growth rate, one is true about warranted growth rate. A, demand for investment is given by declaration principle. B, producer have produced neither more nor less than the right amount. Producer have produced neither more nor less than the right amount. C, ratio of extra capital accumulation or investment to the growth of output. D, precondition for economic development. precondition for economic development. According to Gas-Markov theory, which of the following assumption is not standard property of OLS estimator? According to Gas-Markov theory, which of the following assumption is not a standard property of OLS estimator? A. Estimator should be inconsistent. A. Estimators should be inconsistent. B. Estimator should be unbiased. B. Estimators should be unbiased. C. Estimator should be linear. Estimator should be linear. D. Estimator should be possess minimal variance. Estimator should possess minimal variance. The next question: the following are odd about term of trade improvement except A. The following are odd about term of trade improvement except A. Export price increase relative to import price. B. Export price decrease relative to import price. C. Import price increase relative to export price. D. Export price the same to import price. A. Export price increase relative to import price. B. Export price increase relative to import price. C. Import price increase relative to export price. D. Export price the same to import price. The next question: under the perfect competitive market, the firm is said to be equilibrium. Under perfect competitive market, the firm is said to be in equilibrium when A. Price is greater than the marginal cost. Price is greater than the marginal cost. B. Marginal cost is equal to marginal revenue and the given marginal cost decrease. Marginal cost is equal to marginal revenue and the given marginal cost is decreased. C. The slope of total revenue curve is equal to market price. The slope of total revenue curve is equal to market price. D. The distance between the total revenue and the total curve is maximum when marginal revenue exceed marginal profit. The next question: if average fixed cost and the total cost is 20 and 400 respectively, and then output produced is 10 unit, what will be average variable cost of the firm? If average fixed cost and the total cost is 20 and 400 respectively, and then output produced is 10 unit, what will be average variable cost of the firm? A. 200, B. 600, C. 20, D. 2. If marginal cost is below average cost, if marginal cost is below average cost, if marginal cost is below average cost. The next question is if marginal cost is below average cost. A. The slope of average cost will be negative. A. the slope of average cost will be negative. B. Average variable cost increase. B. Average variable cost increase. C. Average cost increase. Average cost increase. Average cost reach its minimum. D. Average cost reach its minimum. C. Average cost increase. D. Average cost reaches its minimum. The next question. Much of the recent economic history of some rapid developing underdeveloped country. Much of the recent economic history some rapidly developing underdeveloped country can be written in terms of industrialization working its way from dash. A. Top downward. B. Downward to top. C. Production of intermediate good. D. Exporting all product. A. Top downward. B. Downward to top. C. Production of intermediate goods. D. Exporting all products. The next question. Economists define it as any flow of capital to developing country with objective of non-commercial from view of donor. A. Non-profit fund. B. Foreign aid. C. International trade relation. D. Commodity aid. A. Non-profit fund. B. Foreign aid. C. International trade relation. D. Commodity aids. The next question. The term economist often used for education, health, and other human capacity that can rise productive when increased. The term economist often used for education, health, and other human capacity that can rise productivity when increased. Natural resource. A. Natural resource. B. Human capital. C. Capital accumulation. D. Innovation. A. Natural resource. B. Human capital. C. Capital accumulation. D. Innovation. The next question. When more than one numerical value can be obtained for some type of parameter of the structural equation from the reduced parameter. When more than one numerical value can be obtained for some of the parameter of structural equation from the reduced parameter. then the equation or the model as a whole is said to be A. Over identified, B. Just or exact identified, B. Under identified, D. Undefined. The next question, in the classical regression, which assumption of error term must be satisfied? A. Exogeneity of regressor, B. Error term is homoscedasticity, C. Error term should be uncorrelated, D. All of the above. The next, in the Mendel-Fleming model with a floating exchange rate, what happened to aggregate income, the exchange rate and the trade balance respectively when the world interest rate rise? What happened to aggregate income, the exchange rate and the trade balance respectively when the world interest rate rise? A. Increase and falls, B. Fall and falls, C. Increase and increase, D. Increase, fall and increase. Among the following one is not the assumption of law of diminishing marginal utility. Among the following one is not assumption of law of diminishing marginal utility. A. The consumer taste remain unchanged, B. The consumer consume identical or homogeneous product, C. There is no time gap in consumption of the good, D. The consumer preference will be changed. If Q is equals to 3L plus 3K, which of the following is true? A. MRTS is constant equal to 1/2 if L is on the horizontal axis. B. The production function display constant return scale. C. K and L are perfect substitute in production. D. All. The next question, sum square of error term can never be A. larger than sum square of total, A. larger than sum square of total, B. smaller than square sum of square, B. smaller than total sum of square, B. smaller than total sum of square, C. equal to the square of regression, D. equal to 1. Among the common feature of the developing country, one often play large role in success or failure of developing effort. A. Natural of its industrial structure, B. Ethnicity and religion. C. Degree of dependency. D. Public and private ownership and uses of resource. Even though the multiple coefficient of determination r square, even though the multiple coefficient of determination r square is measure goodness of fit of model, one of the following is weakness. A. It will always increase as more variable are added to the model when thus added variable have no economic justification. A. It will always increase as more variable are added to the model when thus added variable have no economic justification. B. It never increases when the other independent variable is added to a model. C. It is a good measure to decide whether to add or remove variable to or from the model. D. All of the above are answered. The next question, based on the following information, answer the following question. Consider the short run cost function of a firm is given by average cost is equal to 1/3 q square minus 5q plus 9. Based on the following information, answer the following question. Consider the short run cost function of a firm is given by average cost is equal to 1/3 q square minus 5q plus 9, where AC and average cost and Q quantity are average cost and output respectively. Average cost and output respectively. What is the average fixed cost of the firm? A3, B9, C0, D9/Q. The next question, the Keynesian theory of money demand emphasizes the importance of A constant velocity, B rational behavior on the part of some economic agrees, C interest rate on the demand for money, D expectation. From the following are a reason for the sudden change in overall population trend, whether up or down, except A famine, B disease, C war, D climate. The next question, consider the short-run cost function of a firm is given by average cost is equal to 1/3 q square minus 5q plus 9, where average cost and output are average cost and output respectively. Based on the information, what is the value of Hessian determination? What is the value of Hessian determination? H1, H2 and H3 respectively. A 31, 4 and 54, B 54, 4 and 32, C 4, 31 and 54, D 45, 23 and 40. In the history of world economic development, one is principal factor of development. A. Capital accumulation. B. Organization. C. Technology. D. Land. One of the following is true about neoclassical labor market character. One of the following is true about neoclassical labor market character. A. Wage rigidity. B. Efficiency wage. D. Homogeneity of worker. D. Bargaining power of labor union. According to Nobel lectures, Simon Kuznets, all are contribution of agricultural to economic development except A. Production contribution, B. Foreign exchange contribution, B. Market contribution, D. Exchange rate contribution. Consider the short run cost function of a firm given by average cost is equals to 1/3 q square minus 5q plus 9, where a, c and q are average cost and output respectively. At what output level the firm minimize its marginal cost? A9, B1, C8, D10. One of the following is a final and a very convenient shorthand summary measure of relative degree of income inequality in country. One of the following is final and very convenient shorthand summary measure of the relative degree of income inequality in a country. A. Lorenz curve. B. Purchasing Punti curve. C. Gross domestic product. D. Gain coefficient. From among the form of economic integration dash allow no tariff or other barriers trade among member and addition in harmonized trade policy toward the rest of the world. A. Free trade area. B. Common market. C. Custom union. D. Economic union. When farm is producing in stage 1. When farm is producing in stage 1, marginal profit is greater than average profit. B. The fixed input is overutilized. C. Slope of average profit curve is negative. D and B. The dash combined with dash will be control inflation and improve the current account so that the internal and external balance is met. A. Deflation, devolution. B. Deflation, revolution. C. Inflator, devolution, C. Inflation, devolution. D. Inflation, revolution. From the function profit is equals to 100 plus 160 q minus 10 q square. What is the profit maximized level of output? Q. and maximum amount of profit respectively. A 80 and 740, B 8 and 740, C 740 and 8, D none. When more than one numerical value can be obtained for some parameter of structural equation from the reduced parameter, then the equation or the model as a whole is said to be A over identified, B just or exact identified, B under identified, D undefined. According to Dash, international trade would be bring production and consumption gain when the two countries enter into trade with each other, even when one of them has absolute disadvantage in both lines of production. A. Adam Smith, B. David Ricardo, C. Merchandise, D is opportunity cost theory. The last question. Choose the correct one about Irving Fisher consumption model. A. The value of current income is less than the future income. The value of current income is less than the future income. B. The price of second period consumption is more than first period consumption. C. For consumption facing binding borrowing constraint, second period income is more important than first period income. D. It assumes countries as rational and forward looking.